Hello there, Virgo. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to your check-in. I hope you're all doing great today, and I hope you have started your day on a good note. Here we go. Let's do this. These are timeless readings, so trust that the universe has brought you here because there is something in today's card spread that is meant just for you. So to those of you who are new, thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. Welcome. All right, take what resonates and leave the rest for everyone else. All right, here we go. Bottom of the deck for you today, Virgo. Oh my goodness, look at that, the World card. This is beautiful. I think you got the World card yesterday. Anyways, so with the World card, this is to signify to you that it's time, right? It's time for you to turn the page. Whatever it is that you've been hanging on to, it's time for you to really create that closure, to let go and allow new blessings to come into your life. Some of you may be, here because there's been a big change in your career or in your love life, but definitely you are at a point right now that you are ready to move on to something even better. The next step, basically, the next chapter. Look at that, 8 of Cups. And I believe you got the 8 of Cups yesterday too. Anyways, the 8 of Cups, you've got, this is, again, that closure, right? You're leaving something behind, you're starting something new. You can't, you can't deny that. I mean, wow, they're really supporting one another, these cards. All right, so you've got the Knight of Cups. Definitely you're ready to move towards those things that produce a lot of joy and fill your emotional cup. Right? Whatever it is, you want something that is emotionally fulfilling to you, and you're ready to move towards it. You're ready to give love and receive love. And also, for those of you who are here for a career, you're ready to just move towards anything that really, it's almost like you're trying to filter right now. You're trying to filter what enters your energy field, you know, and unless it is something that you enjoy and that you love, you don't want any of it, right? I think you're done, you're over it, and the only thing you want is that peace, serenity, and happiness. Yeah, I love it. So you're making a choice. Yeah, you're juggling things right now, trying to figure out how can I make this work, because I'm on a quest to really bring love, to bring joy and happiness into my life. And I'm going to do everything I can to make that happen. So you're trying to keep all of the pentacles up, right? Because you know that you've got other responsibilities, but what happens here is that, you know, you're trying to chase after this thing that is emotionally fulfilling to you. Look at that. You've got the Empress card in your core right here. This is the core of your reading here. So you've got the 2 of Pentacles. You're trying to juggle. You're trying to make choices. But look at that. You've got the number 3 card, the Empress. And so the beautiful part about this is a card of creation, of manifestation. So the Empress is very nurturing. This is the divine feminine energy. The problem with the Empress is that she gives so much, right? She gives and gives and gives. So make sure that you are also giving to yourself, that you're also committing to yourself, not just everybody else. But definitely this is a very powerful energy of creation. Whatever it is that you desire and whatever it is that you want to manifest, you're creating it and you have that power. I like it. Look at that, Queen of Cups. Again, this is again to remind you here to make sure that you take good care of yourself, because you're busy giving and giving to everybody else, but you forget to give to yourself. The Queen of Cups is also about your intuition. So trust your gut, trust your intuition. She is the psychic of the tarot. So I think you're getting a lot of intuitive hits. You're getting really connected to your spiritual side. Make sure you listen to it. Look at that. Talk about intuition. You've got the High Priestess. Whatever it is that may be a little bit confusing or mysterious in your life, things that aren't very clear right now, trust in your higher self. Take the time, be very patient. These things you cannot rush, right? These transitions and transformations are slow, but it's very important you get it right. And how you do that is you have patience. Make sure that you are connecting with your higher self. The Page of Cups is here to tell you, again, to support the fact that you are welcoming in new love, new emotions, new beginnings. And then you've got the 5 of Swords. So with any kind of change, the fact that you want to walk away from something, it brings about a lot of conflict, right? So with this conflict, there's such an distribution, right, of power here. So this guy here has all of the swords. And here's the thing, whenever you're in a conflict with someone, sometimes you have to remember that it's not about taking everybody else's swords. No matter how much you want to take their swords, it's not about that, right? Because what happens when you go and start taking everybody else's swords, it brings your energy field, your energy level down. And what we want to do is maintain a high energy level so that we can, you know, attract things to us. Because the Empress, remember, the Empress does not chase. The Empress is so powerful, she brings things towards her, right? And so you want to make sure you stay at that high vibration, high frequency, very positive energy. When you go fighting with other people, it brings your energy level down. And now you got to repair old wounds, you got to repair these bridges, you got to give back swords if you need to. I mean, you know, it's just stuff you don't need in your life right now, because you've got so much that's going on right now that conflict is the last thing that you want in your life. So make sure, compromise, show compassion, make sure you communicate. All right, use your words wisely. Be very kind with your words. Let's just say that. All right, yeah, begin to see things from a different perspective. I like that you get the Hangman with me a lot because, again, it's to remind you about the importance of patience, about connecting with your higher self, about allowing yourself to become enlightened so that you can see things from a different perspective. You'd be surprised how perspective is one of the most powerful things you can do for yourself. If you can really take it upon yourself to gain perspective over anything, whether, in a time of conflict, perspective is key. You all of a sudden, when you are in the middle of conflict and you gain perspective from the other person's point of view, you all of a sudden have a huge power shift because you understand. It's almost like you have this bird's eye view of everything that's happening, and then you can kind of remove your ego out of it, and then that's where you come in with your compromise, compassion, and communication, right? So you want to make sure that you see things from a different perspective. The Ten of Wands. I'm not surprised that this is coming for you here in the outcomes because you do have a deep, deep sense of responsibility for yourself and for other people, and you tend to carry on other people's burdens, and you take on so much. So here is another reminder for you to take a break. Don't let yourself get burnt out. You will cross the finish line. It's inevitable. But the thing is you're not even enjoying the process, the journey. Gain perspective. Right? Gain a different perspective. Maybe you need to give back some of these burdens that other people put on you, right? Maybe you need to delegate. I know you don't like to delegate, but you might have to. Maybe you're at work and you take on every task because you don't want to delegate because you know people will do it wrong, right? Correct, Virgo? I know you guys. You don't want to delegate because you can't stand it because people do stuff wrong, and then you got to go and redo it anyway. So I get it. But you have to delegate, or at least take a break because you need to enjoy the process. All right, you've got the Six of Pentacles here. Abundance is coming your way. And also, this is about reciprocity. This is for you to remind yourself that things have to be equal. Everything that you give has to be given back to you, right? This is not balance. This is balance. This is about reciprocity, right? This is very imbalanced because you're taking on everybody else's responsibilities, right? You're providing support for everybody else. When is it your turn? Right? So here's the thing. Remember, reciprocity is key, is everything, because you're going to burn yourself out. You are constantly giving to others. You love to be of service, but here you go. It's time to collect. But also, this is a card of abundance, just to let you know that, you are manifesting and things are coming your way. It's just a matter of time. Wow. Not only do you have the Emperor or Empress, but you have the Emperor, right? Stacked on top of one another. You are becoming so incredibly wise. To those of you who are here for love, a person with this very big, bold authority type energy may be coming into your life. If you're not here for love, you may be dealing with someone who is kind of a fatherly type figure. Just know that. But nevertheless, the Emperor card here is about organization, authority, taking control, right? There's many instances here where you can, use the wisdom as the Emperor and the Empress to see things from a different perspective and deal with conflict in a different way. A wise Emperor and a wise Empress doesn't just go and take on every single battle, right? They pick and choose. And they also understand the importance of diplomacy, right? So be a diplomatic person. Try not to engage in too many conflicts. Take control of your situation, your current environment. Take control of your energy. Understand that your energy is so important when it comes to manifestation and also the law of attraction. So be aware of that. All right. If you are truly wanting to bring love into your life, you have to take control of your environment, take control of your place in the environment. You can't control other people, but you certainly can control yourself in that environment. All right, let's do a clarification card here. We've got Two of Earth. So this is Two of Pentacles. All right, so you've got the Two of Pentacles here right in the core of your reading, and it's repeating itself. Too much going on at once. And I read that slowly because that is your life. Virgo, you always have so many things that you're juggling that you're just busy all the time. The need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. So you are definitely, in a place right now where you're going to have to make a very, very important choice. And this playfulness here, this speaks to the Emperor because you can't just attack things in a very authoritative, very structured way. It's okay to just kind of let your hair down a little bit, right? Playfulness. But the Two of Earth is really, truly about making some choices in your life here. You've got a lot going on and you're trying to juggle and you're trying to, bring about love in your life. You're trying to protect what is yours, that which is yours, right? And trying to manifest at the same time. You're pretty busy, all right? So make sure that you are connecting with your higher self and you are also taking the time to care for yourself. Don't forget to care for yourself. All right, Virgo, thank you so much for being here today. I hope that this helped you out. If it did, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. I will talk to you tomorrow. And if no one's told you today, I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.